All right, here we go. It's the CNW, the Comics News Wire Early Edition for week 34 of 22. Brand new program that we're going to be doing Mondays at noon. This is going to be able to catch you guys up with things that happened over the weekend since we did our last show, as we film our regular news program on Wednesdays, and it's available at 9 p.m. on Wednesday. So this is the in-between. The news articles themselves go out on Sunday. We start the Comics News Wire now on Monday, and we're going to do the forecast, a full forecast later in the day, and we're going to be adding the extended forecast to the show later in as a show later in the week. It'll all be part of the Comics News Wire, and we even now have a Saturday edition of the news, which captures all the programs we did this week and gets everything to you. It sounds overwhelming, but it's just more ways to advocate for creators. So that's what we're here for. Let's advocate for some creators. Here we go. Let's start off by a reminder. Become advocates for comic books and their creators. And you can do that by joining us at comicbookadvocates.com, by sharing the books that you've read, by talking about the comics you've read, and by just being a fan and telling people and suggesting books for other people to read. Please consider doing that and become a comic book advocate today. That's this week's theme. And we have a couple special announcements. Special announcement for comic book advocates. First off, this goes to our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has now become totally separate. I have decided to no longer have content that is not comic book related on that YouTube channel. I am doing this solely to make sure that no one is ever offended by anything that is posted on there that is not comic book related. Some people do get offended by comic book related stuff. I can't help that, but I will take off other things. This was being done so we could help build the channel. But after consideration, I've decided to just create my own YouTube channel, and we will rely on comics to build our YouTube experience. Also, the awards are back. The Comics Awards are just starting now, and we're talking about what we want to nominate, what we're going to be doing, and how it's going to work. This all builds towards Black Friday when it kicks off. This year, we will have an end date for all voting for the Comics Award. Stay tuned for more. But right now, the awards season is beginning as we are starting to pick the awards for the FANDOM Bubble Awards, which is entirely you, the fans. The voice of the fans gets to pick the comics that they want to celebrate over at the FANDOM Bubble Awards. Right now, it's going on. It's a meta group. Join it today. It's the FANDOM Bubble Awards, and have your voice heard and nominate the comic books you want. Part of being a comic book advocate. All right, so pretty good stuff. And this week's crowdfunder. So this is this week's crowdfunder, the Luna Tales 1 and 2. Jax has gotten book number 1. I'm going to get him the second book. As a matter of fact, this is from Wendy Schenner, and her Kickstarter is an all-ages one. We always want to help build comic book fandom, starting young and helping them continue to be inspired by comic books, because comic books can be an item for educational purposes and a gateway to literacy. And we're pretty excited about that. All right. Let's get to it. It's the crowdfunding last call presented by Comic Book Advocates, part of Becker Paws. Let's see what's leaving the platform this week. On the 25th, we're going to have to say goodbye to Luna's Tales 1 and 2. As that is ending, make sure you get your little kiddo this tale today. Also ending this week is from Sean P. Terry, who says, Stop the Devastation, 2100 AD, the graphic novel, is where artificial intelligence goes against humanity. Both of these projects can be found at backerpaws.com right now. Make sure to get them before they're gone. Now, one of the things that we're trying to do with the Comics News Wire and doing this earlier program is to make everything a little simpler. That doesn't always work, as you can see right here, as we don't have this message right now. And the message here, we're going to go to, a couple of these might not open, so you're going to have to bear with us. But we're trying to keep these programs down to about 10 minutes each. So let us know how we're doing. Thank you for joining us, and let's talk about the Boston Metaphysical Society. Okay. That's pretty easy. Did you know that you can get the Boston Metaphysical Society on multiple platforms, and it even has not just comic books, but a novel, but an audio drama as well? It's time to become a fan. Check out Boston Metaphysical Society on social media. It pops up that easily. You can even Google it. Check it out now. Part of this week's Comics News Wire. We want to send out congrats to Sean Fournier and his team for hitting their goal and a good hunt at Scarlet Huntress, The Reckoning. Oh, here we go again. It's always good news. Good news to celebrate when people like Jeff Ryder and his team have a successful road trip on Kickstarter. And this was from I Knew the Wind Was Cold, a country western collection. Congratulations to them and their team. We want to promote success and show that comic books are getting funded on Kickstarter. All right. Mark Torres not only has it came from the radio, the weekly show for the week 815, but he's got a Kickstarter. We'll have more information on this later in the week on BackerPaws. Stay tuned. That's backerpaws.com. Have you signed up to be part of the Cthulhu Eye Chihuahua campaign? Going to be on Kickstarter soon. Make sure you go to Kickstarter and look up There's an Alien in My Toilet and get the first day incentives. I've been covering this since issue 1, believe it or not. So thrilled to congratulate the team behind Crossings. This is their finish line. It says the end. Can it be the end? Well, we're going to have to get the issue. But I'm sure if you reach out to the creator right now, she can get you a copy if you want one of the upcoming series. This is Crossings. The annoying goth princess haunts the rookie train conductor who ran her over. She says murder, he says suicide. Sean P. Terry gives us character work. It's why we read a series. Love, romance, pain, life, and death. This is the last weekend, or the last week, I should say, to support 2100 AD. If you haven't, get your copy now on Kickstarter. It's a good week when we get to congratulate so many creators, including Greg, who's behind Mittens Space Pilot #1, whose catwalk was successful on Kickstarter. And this is just random until we open it up. So let's do a quick open, take a quick look, see what we got. I hate when Meta does this. Association of Ishtar Coloring Book. Got it. This is a special print for the Ishtar Coloring Book, now on Kickstarter. You can get this special print and more by visiting them on Kickstarter today. Congrats to Evan Pavos for his Blood Run success over on Zoop. He's the first Zoop campaign we've ever covered, and we're happy to say it was successful. Congratulations, my friend. We look forward to what's next. Oh, man, this one I'm excited about. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Victor Dandridge Jr. He is one of the hardest working men in comics. Seriously is. Great influence, great positive vibes coming off this man. Super excited. Cannot wait to see what happens more with him. But we're happy to announce, and if you don't know who he is, please look him up. We're happy to announce that he successfully funded an all-ages book, The Kinderguardians, an all-ages superhero comic series. And it's the entire series as he is set to go on to other projects now. Bittersweet day. A quick congrats to John A. Short. We'll keep it short for his success on Reverend Cross. You only die twice. Congratulations, bud. NRG Comics gives us a side-by-side reference to the cover that he did a homage to, showcasing Empress' unique abilities with her vines. Check out NRG Comics on Facebook today. We want to congratulate Seth Horton for his success of Once Upon a Hero, a retired superhero living with the struggles of a retired life while watching the current state of heroism fall apart. I'm sure if you check out Seth on social media, he'll tell you how you can get your copy today. Congratulations, bud. Coming soon to Kickstarter, Mego and PD Comics action figures. Become advocates for comic books today and their creators. Subscribe to comicbookadvocates.com to see all the amazing indie creations, as we are indie advocates as well. CrossGen #1 brings back 4 cult favorite titles over at Marvel Comics. This is brought to us by GameRadar.com. I don't know if you're a fan of Beware of Toddler, but I know I am. George Gant gives us another hilarious edition of Beware of Toddler. If you haven't signed up to follow this, then you don't have a funny bone. Nope, another quick pop-up. Note to self, always look first before we go live. My apologies, kids. Inks. Oh, wonderful. That's an easy one. I can do that. Oh, wait. Let me just get the name real quick. This is J. Travis Smith. All right, here we go. J. Travis Smith says, ink, and more inks as he shows something that's coming soon from him. Jose Cruz gives us Blind Sight #2. It's from Silver Island Studios. Check out Silver Island Studios today. The Comic Book Advocates channels and all the things we do can be seen in this. Check out all we do and be part of the advocating experience by allowing us to advocate for you and sharing the posts you see from us. This week's theme is Become an Advocate for comic books. Congratulations for Jerry Jones as he scared Kickstarter with the Red Ghost, and he gets our big congrats and success for his Kickstarter over at Comic Book Advocates. Michael McAdams shares with us Xanatos, the Light of Joy, which continues on Webtoons at xanatos.twoguards.com. The art is by Mark Marivida and is written by Michael McAdams, and he's an amazing creator. Go check him out on Webtoons today. That's Xanatos, Xanthus. Did you know Wolf and Fox can be found both on Facebook as a fan page and as a actual Instagram page? Plus, you can find the campaign that's about to start this October 4th by going to wolf.fox.com. So here we go. This is the new edition. This is our every week. We're going to have the CNW weekend edition. It is when the week has ended, but we give you all the news that we covered throughout the week. It comes out on Saturdays. So make sure to subscribe to comicbookadvocates.com to get your copy every Saturday. You still haven't subscribed to There's an Alien in My Toilet? Oh my, what are you doing? Go over to Kickstarter right now and be part of Book 3, I, Chihuahua. All right, we already talked about Luna Tales, but you should check them out too. Congrats to Michael Dulce for creating an epicenter of success on Kickstarter with his Epicenter #1, a sci-fi horror comic book about a high school senior who discovers her boyfriend is more than meets the eyes. All right, it's time for the first look at your comics forecast. We're ending August. That's right. This is it. This is our last forecast for August. We'll have a full forecast for you over on our YouTube channel, comicbookadvocates.com. Are Indie Advocates. That's the full name now. And here we go. We're pretty excited about this. A great creator. And we actually talked about him on the early news today. Let's see if we can call up Twitter and show off what we're talking about for you. It's Michael McAdam as he. Let's see, as it loads. Is it loading? Is it loading? And here we go. It's still not showing it. It's denying us. There we go. We're going to make sure we get this on the show for you. There it is. Michael McAdam. He is we are, and they are so excited. The Kelowna Comic Con are excited tonight announce that Michael McAdam will be their guest this year. Great creator. Of course, we saw that he has a webtoon. He's going to be a guest creator. He's a Magical Mr. Punch. The Magical Mr. Punch. He's got some great characters. Go check him out this weekend and check out the show. And this is going to be going on this weekend. And I'm trying to see if we can see the image. Oh, don't you hate it when it doesn't go the way it's supposed to? Because it's not loading. This is, of course, because we're live. We'll have more about this in the forecast later this week. Stay tuned. But make your plans to go check him out this weekend, and we're going to try to see if we can get it to load one last time before we give up. There we go. This is happening. We got it now. We got it. Okay, so this is going to be happening the 20th to the 21st, and they have free kids, but I don't know where they're going on. Where is this? Here we go. It's in British Columbia. That's all I got for us. You guys are going to have to come back to our actual forecast, and I'll make sure that we get this nailed down exactly where it is. Check out the COMiX forecast for more details. All right. That's it, kids. That's our show for you this week, or the first show this week, the COMiX Newswire Early Edition. Remember to go to our meta group, the COMiX Newswire Newsroom, to give us the information to have your, whatever it is, whether it's crowdfunding, whether it's something new you want to share with us, whether it's a call to action or an event you're going to, let us know. Or you can also send us an email at comicsnewswire@yahoo.com. And this program has been brought to you in part with a partnership with ContinuumComics.com, where fandom comes first, creators come first, and then the publisher comes last. The goal is to create something that is constantly creating new possibilities. We'll see you throughout the week on the news programs. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to go to comicbookadvocates.com and sign up today.